3 red squares, Retro. It doesn't get any better than that. And 2 of them are a platoon. Now, where are they? Chances are they're probably around A0, but I'm just, I've seen Artie back here before. I'm going to skirt round and see if I can find them. Nope, right. A0 it is. And 2 heavies to the left. There's one! I need to be wary of those 2 heavies, but I really want Artie. I really, really want Artie. I'm going to steer well clear. I mean, I kind of maybe should help my team with the heavies, but the trouble is, if I do that, does Artie know where I am? And do I want to be standing still? Right, the other 2, surely they're over here. Nope. I think I missed them on the run. Aha! There's another one. They are on the run. Right, okay, let's help my guys with some nice soft side-on shots. Do my bit. And here we go. Okay. I think it's safe to say that artillery know exactly where I am. Now, surely they're going to be on the run now, and they're going to join all the heavies on their team at around B1 and B2. I could go round this lump and catch them out on the run. Actually, no, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go over the top. They will not be expecting me, but I've only got 2 shots. Maybe I should have done a... Oh my god. They're all there. Bollocks. Well, that's official. That is the first ever triple bollocks fly-in on any video on my channel, and I do like a new first. Hello, I'm RetroJules. Oh my god, the world has changed a lot since my last video, as you are all very much aware. A worldwide epidemic, and it's affecting all of us. So I would just like to take this little opportunity to say I wish you well, I wish you good health to you and your families, and I hope that everybody gets through this and we all come out the other end together. So just to let you know, my thoughts are with you. And I know that some of you who watch my channel, you're going to be really, really scared right now because health-wise, you're probably not in the best of health anyway, and this virus is potentially lethal for some of you guys, so it really is a dangerous time. So if there's anybody out there, if you're alone, if you feel bad, if you just feel isolated, jump on the Xbox Club, jump on our PS4 Club, drop me a message, drop anybody a message, because there's not one tanker out there who won't have a chat with you, send a message to you, and just want to give you guys that little bit of support from the tanking community if you need it. Now for me, I'm quite a healthy person, but as we already know, this virus can even take down the healthiest of people. We're at home now, a lot of us. There's the key workers out there, but a lot of us are isolated and we're staying in. We're at home. I've pretty much stopped working. I'm only reacting to emergencies, and I'm at home. So I've been doing a little bit of gaming, a little bit of tanking, and unfortunately, as much as coronavirus is a real problem, I've also got a case of TANKYITIS, and I haven't had a case of TANKYITIS since the 12th of April 2017, when I featured it on my channel. Well, it's come back well and truly, and in fact, I looked up TANKYITIS on Wikipedia for you, and this is how it goes. TANKYITIS, common disease that negatively affects a player's ability to play World of Tanks effectively. It is highly infectious and is easily caught from the surface of hardware, such as keyboards and game controllers. Entering the body via the fingertips, it quickly travels through the nervous system and enters the brain. It affects all individuals who contract it, but it does affect people in different ways. Major symptoms vary from the list below. The inability to drive in a straight line over narrow bridges. The urge to YOLO across the map and die very quickly after activating an XP multiplier. But please note, there is another disease related to this condition, and it is known as stupidity. The inability to read the minimap and react accordingly. To have complete disregard for higher tier tanks and think that even 2 tiers down, you are invulnerable. To have an urge to peek around a corner for the second time when you know damn well the enemy are just waiting for you to do so. A complete lack of concentration and an inability to play any tank of any tier in an acceptable and useful manner. Going into battle with a brand new tank and forgetting to load consumables. To go into battle and achieve absolutely no damage whatsoever. The ability to turn any tank of any size and shape upside down at a key moment. Activating cruise control accidentally whilst heading for a cliff edge. Ending up back in the garage after 30 seconds and asking yourself, why me? A complete inability to hit even a stationary object after aiming for a complete reload. Completely misreading the map and getting lost because you thought you spawned on the other side. Swearing at yourself so curtly that you hurt your own feelings and wonder why you have been so rude to yourself, even if it was your fault. Tankiitis can manifest itself in many other ways and can last hours or days, or depending on the individual. This debilitating disease can strike at any time. It can last for a few hours and sometimes last for days. The disease is most prevalent when playing games alongside recognised names both on the enemy team and on your own. Whilst this disease is not life-threatening, it can cause major depression, anxiety, and also has the ability to severely damage controllers and TV screens, and often both at the same time. So Retro, I hear you ask, how did your tankiitis start? Well, I think it started like this. You don't know that I've got a tier 8 Chrysler, premium heavy tank. I want it. I don't really keep track of all the ops. We get so many ops and rewards these days. I don't generally play to earn them. I just enjoy them pinging up on the screen when I've done something right at the end of the game. But I had some war chests, which were obviously the result of completing some ops. And I opened them. And normally, surprise, surprise, you get a tiny little bit of gold and a little bit of free XP, which I am always most grateful for. But on this occasion, I got the Chrysler K. Wow! Never won a tank before. Really, really chuffed. And I thought, I wonder why that tank in particular. Is it any good? So this was the first game in the Chrysler. Fisherman's Bay, probably not a bad map, and I've done the right thing. I've gone to the city, 2 tiers down. What chance do I stand if I come head to head with tier 10 heavies and they load premium? Now, when I roll out a brand new tank, I don't do any research. I just play it. I just like to play any new tank and get a feel for it. And then if I completely suck at it, then I will go onto YouTube, look at some videos, see what the tank's all about, go onto the tank profile, look at the armour, etc, and just get a general feeling for the stats and think, oh okay, I can see where its weaknesses are, I can see where its strengths are, and it gives me an idea, perhaps, of how to play it next time. So, like I said, this was the first game, just rolled it out. And actually, it felt alright. It doesn't feel overly sluggish. It has got brilliant hull traverse, which I think is fantastic because it means you can really swing that hull round to try and side scrape. Because it's got a turret at the back, I'm thinking this is a side scraping monster. Nudge it up against the corner of a building and use this tank to hold off and stem the enemy and keep them back. But in the back of my head is also the fact that perhaps this tank hasn't got great penetration, and it's one of those premium tanks that you don't necessarily make money out of, because what you should be doing is spamming gold just to try and get penetration on the other tanks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was kind of in the back of my head because I remember when the tank came out. So, 2 tiers down. I didn't change my ammo layout, just went out with the layout as it was. I really would normally just stick a few premium shells in there just in case I need to reset a cap, but I didn't. But also, and this is where the virus starts, didn't put any damn consumables on the tank. So excited about my new tank and rolling it out, I haven't got a first aid kit, I haven't got a repair kit, I've got absolutely nothing. So just bear that in mind. So, oh, no. Oh my god. That would have made a fun video, wouldn't it? My first game in the Chrysler and I ditch it in the water. So far, this is good gameplay for me. I am holding back. I know I'm 2 tiers down. I do not want to face anything in a hurry. And I am terrible if I get a fast tank, because I end up just charging forwards and stitching myself up. And well, do you know what? Let's end the game there. I've got a tank kill. I'm happy with that. So we've got a couple of tank destroyers, and yeah, I'm not in the best of positions here. I can't really do anything without probably stitching the tortoise up in front of me. And fully side on, not sure that's a good idea. That's it, track it, pull back, pull back. Ideally, I'd want to be reversing out and not exposing the whole length of my chassis, but as it happens, we are sweeping through the town quite happily. Now the enemy are sweeping in at B1 and yet SOS, and I'm saying defend the base. I'm not overly confident enough in this tank yet to think, can I get to the base in time and go back, and somebody's on their way anyway. And also, I haven't checked the tank list and I don't know what it is I'm going to be coming up against, and do I stand a chance anyway? 2 tiers down, kind of just playing it a little bit safe. Right, tier 10 Conqueror. Nice shot in and an ammo rack. It's only on 53 health. Ah, really? So I don't really need premium perhaps on this tank, really. I don't like to use premium except in an emergency. I don't like to be forced into thinking that I should be using premium ammunition. Do not like it. And, oh god, can't hit a barn door at the minute. Oh well, the Conqueror's taken out. The light tank is going in for artillery. The trouble is, the enemy are still probably going to be sweeping down. Ooh, there's a grill. Yeah, the enemy are capping. RT saying defend the base, yeah, and I'm probably dithering here a little bit. I should probably be leaving that tank destroyer alone and heading back into the city and heading back to defend the cap. But the enemy are not capping. It would seem that they want to win outright. It's the kill-all mentality, but we are 3 tanks down. That's not the end of the world, but not bringing up my tank list, as you can see, I don't know what the tiering is. So, RT's on the run, I've got a tank destroyer behind me, and I'm going to try and side scrape this corner. Oh, and he's on a mission. Nice shot in. And so far, I don't think I'm doing too bad, actually. Using the side scraping mechanics of this tank to an advantage. Waffle just tracks me. AMX comes round. And, yeah. Shots went in, I slightly over-angled, and do you know what? We were going to lose that game anyway. So overall, for a first game in a brand new tank, and a free tank, remember, I didn't think that was too bad at all. And we'll just watch the game finish off. Light tank takes out the tank, and the light tank is taken out. Yep, there's my burning rack. And there's Artie on its last legs, and it is game over. So, well, luckily, not having any consumables wasn't a real issue. Not having any premium ammo didn't seem to be too much of an issue. How do we do overall? Well, obviously we lost. 50 grand silver, so premium tank. Just under 1,500 damage. Got a little bit of assist, got a bit of block too, and came second overall. That isn't bad. So now, normally, in my videos, I would then go on to show you a really great game, but unfortunately, I didn't have any. The tankiitis was really spreading. The games I had after that looked like this.
Ready to fire on target. Track hit. They found us. Where the enemies damaged our ammo rack. Track's been hit. Stop it. Ready to fire on.
It is actually very difficult to tell the difference between my normal gameplay and gameplay with tankiitis. It is just extra crap, and it especially shows when I play tanks that I don't normally play. You can normally tell if I've got tankiitis because the video production really slows down, because I just do not have anything even half decent to show you. And I played that Chrysler back to back as often as I could, and I could not get a good game. Generally, I was nearly always 2 tiers down. Never 1 tier down, always 2 tiers down, and got absolutely hammered. And when I was top tier, I was getting circled by light tanks, medium tanks, and a lot of it was my fault and my positioning, but a lot of it was just like, why am I even bothering? So I thought, I am going to stick with the heavies, get my head into heavy gameplay. Rolled out the Chieftain, the mobile, nicely hold down, good gun depression Chieftain, and I thought I would just go to the left here, just try and angle up on the bank a little bit, and use my gun depression, and just see if I could take any pot shots. Of course, there's a light tank just down below. That is going to light me up. And a cheeky little swine has popped up, and it's, you know, I'm visible, and before you know it, I'm the one tank that's been spotted at the front of the barrage, and that's me going back to the garage. Thanks, Retro, for turning up. What an idiot. So, Retro, was your tankiitis purely restricted to playing heavy tanks and tanks you don't normally play? Well, no, I rolled out all sorts of tanks and tanks I'm normally half decent in, and it was terrible. It was one of those evenings where you think, do you know what? I should have turned this game off about 2 hours ago. It was dreadful. This was the game that kind of finished me right off. I was still sort of at this stage sticking with the heavies. I thought, no, light tanks aren't working either. Back to the heavies. 60 TP. 60 TP. sluggish, really poor hull traverse, great gun, great hull down, slow, clumsy tank. And what you do not want to do with this tank is end up out in the open. Where am I going? I am going where I normally go on this side of the map, in a fast tank. How exposed am I right now? Completely side on. If I get spotted, if the enemy get a handle on me, I have had it. Look at this, completely side on. This cannot possibly go well. In my head, I know it's not right, but in my head I think, oh, do you know what? I'll get away with it. I'll get to the top, I'll be hull down, and then I'm going to annihilate the enemy when they're not expecting it. This tactic was never ever gonna work. And I lost me turret too. Oh, for the love of God. I really don't know how long my bout of Tankiitis is going to last. I would advise you, any future videos that you watch of mine, that you stay at least 2 meters away from the screen, because you do not want to get this virus either, because it is really, really depressing. But I think I've come up with a remedy for it, a solution to reduce the symptoms and hopefully clear this Tankiitis from me for good. And that will be returning to my passion in the game, which is those silly little fast tanks. And I thought, actually, if I really want to cure this, maybe I should buy a new one. I really hope you enjoyed the dreadfully frustrating gameplay. Really hope you guys are keeping safe and making the most of your time at home. Keep safe, keep really safe, keep your chin up, and I'll see you soon.